Hello everyone, and welcome to the Manifesting House, where we discuss easy, effective methods you'll want to commit to. Today, let's talk about the simplest understanding of the law of assumption, how it operates, and how manifesting truly works. During the course of this discussion, you'll learn about techniques, yes, but more importantly, your understanding of this infallible law will be made clearer. So, without further delay, let's talk about the state of the wish fulfilled and what that truly means. There is something I'd like to mention because right at the beginning of my Neville experience, I had these confusions. Many people just don't understand what it truly means to live in the state of the wish fulfilled, nor do they understand what a feeling is by the definition of the law of assumption. This is an issue that trips up many people like me, and maybe like you, people who are mellow and normally very still, people who don't feel many ecstatic or extreme emotions often, like bliss or extreme gratitude or passion or happiness sometimes even. A lot of people, some modern day teachers included, use the term feeling and emotion interchangeably when referring to manifesting. This is a false concept that really messed me up in the beginning before I truly understood the truth. A feeling is not an emotion. The feeling of the wish fulfilled is not actually an emotion per se. Being in the state of the wish fulfilled may inspire within you some emotions, but the feeling itself is not an emotion. Therefore, you cannot simply force yourself to emote happiness or abundance or love. You can do this. You can do this, of course, but this isn't how manifesting works. Just think about it for a second. Did you have to force yourself to feel the emotion of happiness so that you may manifest whatever event in your past made you the happiest? When you graduated, or you bought your first car, or your first house, when you met and fell in love with the love of your life, and he or she reciprocated that love, prior to these beautiful events, did you have to consciously force yourself to feel the emotions they made you feel upon manifestation? The answer is no, because it's likely you were not aware of the law of assumption or the law of attraction. You weren't born with this knowledge, yet you've been manifesting long before you learned of the laws. Did you practice any sort of techniques that would induce the emotions of misery and loss in order for you to manifest your past failures? A romantic ending, a failure in your studies, the loss of a job, the cruelty of a family member, friend, or a neighbor? Again, the answer is obviously no. Instead, you simply assumed that tomorrow would be a great day, or that your commute to work would be stressful because the highways are under construction, or that your celebrity crush would never date you because you're not famous like they are. I absolutely love this example. It's absolutely adorable to me. But in the case of a breakup, somewhere deep inside, you knew you were non-committal. You knew the relationship wouldn't last because you always attract the wild ones, or because astrologically the stars just didn't align. She's a Sagittarius, you're a Scorpio, so the chances of this love lasting was slim to begin with. These are what I like to call agreements. You've made these agreements and they continue to manifest in your life regardless of how many emotions you force upon yourself during a 10-minute session once a day. Emotion has really nothing to do with getting in the state of the wish fulfilled. Therefore, it doesn't have much to do with assumptions. And we know this because here's what Neville had to say regarding the topic. When I speak of feeling, I do not mean emotion, but acceptance of the fact that the desire is fulfilled. This is a quote by Neville Goddard. So, acceptance, what is that? What does that feel like? The state of the wish fulfilled, or living in the end, consciously using the law of assumption is coming to an agreement that something is going to happen or is highly likely to happen regardless. Regardless of what? Regardless of your attempts to manifest it, regardless of how you feel. I just wanted to point something out to you. Have you ever noticed anybody in your life who seems like they're always in a depressed state of mood? Like they might even suffer from clinical depression or some sort of depression, or maybe, their life just hasn't been the best, but yet they're always able to attract the things that you just can't seem to attract. Do you notice people like that in your life, or maybe people in the media who are like that? I think that kind of goes to support this point that it doesn't really matter how you're emoting, what your emotions are when it comes to the law of assumption. All that matters is what I'm gonna further discuss in this discussion. But let me give you some relatable examples and questions to answer for yourself. So, what is your current height? And how likely is it that you'll wake up tomorrow morning having shrunk or grown 6 inches? What is your current weight? How likely is it that you'll wake up tomorrow morning having lost 7 pounds? How much money do you have to your name at this moment? How likely is it that you'll wake up tomorrow morning and see an increase of $1 million? Where do you live? How likely is it that this time next year you'll be living in a luxurious penthouse with the most beautiful views of the infinite city? Whatever your answers are, these are clear reflections of your agreements. So why can't you wake up tomorrow morning with an increase of $1 million in your bank account? Using your past circumstances, you've formed agreements that may make this plausible for you, despite any efforts you may exert to manifest this. This would be likely for you. Why can't you wake up tomorrow morning and be 7 pounds lighter? If you were dieting and exercising and perhaps already weighed much more than the average person, wouldn't you agree that this would be likely for you? Your employment status, your living situation, your physical body and health, the things that make you happiest, and the opposite things. Are you currently performing any techniques in order to manifest them into continuance? Or do you just assume that they'll be there? Techniques are not something to be discarded. They serve as beautiful activities that help you shift your agreements to more preferable assumptions. The reason why all techniques do work is because you begin to think to yourself that because I did this thing, it's only logical that my desire will now materialize, and then it does, consequently strengthening your agreement. The reason why some people force an emotion and it does work is not because this emotion is the true state of the wish fulfilled. This is because this is the emotion they've agreed that the state feels like, thus allowing them to successfully live in the fulfilled state. You listen to success stories on the Manifesting House, where all these people experienced success by doing this thing. So it's only logical that if you follow in their footsteps, you'll arrive at the same destination. In other words, when coupled with understanding of the law, techniques can get you into the state of the wish fulfilled. Now let's briefly explore what it feels like to be in the state of the wish fulfilled. Again, we're not seeking an emotion, but rather an acceptance of the fact that what you desire is yours. The state of your wish fulfilled should feel logical, natural, and probable, if not certain. You should know that what you desire is yours, just as you know your name is yours. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we've asked of Him. 1 John chapter 5, verse 14 through 15. Regardless of your religious beliefs, I really wanted you to hear this verse taken from the Holy Bible because it is one of the clearest summaries of manifesting. Living in the end is merely a knowing, an acceptance of the fact that your wish is fulfilled, period. There's nothing more to it. You can't get away from your wish, even if you tried. It's yours, it's yours, it's yours. It's natural, it's logical, it's a fact. This is the state of all wishes fulfilled. It's a confidence, a knowing, an assuming that you have right now what you prefer. I'd like to add that even if you believe it is going to happen in the future, you are still accepting it as yours now. It's no different than ordering from Amazon. You buy the new book or the new tarot oracle cards that you want from this store, and while you don't have it instantly in your physical hands, you still know it's yours. You expect to receive it within a certain time frame. You assume this. It's a fact that you will receive what you've ordered. So, if while living in an unpleasant residence, you confidently assume that you'll be living in your dream home 2 years from now, you're still using the law preferably, and you will manifest this 3-dimensionally in 2 years. When you understand this, you'll begin to notice how you've effortlessly manifested your entire life to exactly what you expected it to be. Every circumstance of yours is a perfect echo of your expectations. In other words, your agreements or your assumptions. Do you expect that the road to your ideal body will be long and treacherous, so you may not even achieve it? Do you expect to never attain your specific person because you're not ready yet, and by the time you are, they'll already be deeply in love with someone else? Is becoming a millionaire an elusive dream because you're too shy and cautious? You're not a go-getter and you're not self-motivated, so it's likely not for you. How about higher education? Is this something that is out of your reach and always will be because you're not the smart one? You're a creative type and you always will be. You wouldn't be able to hack it, you tell yourself. These are only facts if you agree to them. But are they serving you? Are you satisfied? So, what do you want? What do you want right now? Is it more money? Is it love and companionship? Perhaps it's recognition. Or is it peace of mind? Health, wealth, the ideal physical body, lustrous, thick, beautiful hair, supreme confidence in yourself? Is it a sexy car, a vacation? Do you want to go to Barbados? That's where the Neville and Abdullah lovers. Whatever it is, decide upon it. Agree that it is yours. Silently, confidently, within yourself, you know that it is done, completed. It's a fact that it is yours. It's only natural, it's only logical. Nothing is holding you back from your desires other than your unwillingness to receive it. And with that being said, we've reached the end of this video. I truly do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I trust you'll give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. I cannot wait to hear from you in the next video. Toodles.